War is won with strategy. That is what we thought. The day after the Paranid Civil War started, we made a swift strike into Second Contact 2. We thought we were reconnected with our brothers from Argon. We would finally get help with the Xenon invasion, and would finally rebuild. We were wrong. So wrong. Only months later, the Holy Order rebuilt their fleets and crushed our pitiful defences. We were once again fighting for the sector, and with the loss of Frontier's edge to the never-ending Xenon invasion, we were cut off from the most important gas deposits. War is won with strength. We thought we could still win. We built magnificent warships and mighty defense platforms that were only dwarfed by the indomitable spirit of our people. But the Argon Federation, our brothers in arms, had to fight their own wars and were unable to send any forces. War is won with money. We waited weeks for the push of the Holy Order into the void, but every time we sent a drone into the East Gate, the scans came back empty. The Holy Order withdrew its forces to defend against the Xenon. The machines helped us in a way. They brought time. Enough time for the Argon Federation to pass a bill that would give us access to nearly unlimited funds to rebuild our navy, to secure the lifeline that is Second Contact 2 for our trade. War is won with production. We had made plans, invested all we could in new top-of-the-line ships and defences, but we were not prepared for what had come next. Their ships were equipped with weapons that could turn ours to space debris before we could even crack their shields. Our reports suggested that they beat back the Xenon and found some new powerful plasma weapons. We were fast to build some of our own. Well, we would at least, but our economy collapsed after we were now firmly cut off from our crucial production centres in Second Contact 11 and 7. We had all the money in the galaxy, but without advanced electronics, you can build neither ships nor stations. War is won with trade. Were it not for the countless blockade runners and traders, we would have fallen at this point. Negotiations for the terms of surrender were already underway. But the sacrifices these men and women made were not in vain. They fueled the construction of new ships and stations, most notable one station that would change the fate of the sector and possibly the whole war. War is won with courage. A small group of former businessmen and pioneers under the banner of the newly formed West Argon Trading Company came into my office on an uneventful day. They asked for a plot of space on the outer edges of the system and the license to build up a production station. They answered all my questions without hesitation, except for one. The papers needed for the approval stated that the WATC had to name what they wanted to produce and what they needed for production. This was an important part of the new partially planned economy the state had enacted. They gave me a list, more like a book, and said, in the end, they would need ore and gas, and will produce whole fleets for us. I could not believe what I had heard. They had not the expertise or even the financial power to fully build the first stage of their plan. But the state of the economy enabled the approval of the license in mere days. War is won with resources. The days went and the news from the front got progressively brighter. The Holy Order was getting pushed back. We could now reclaim our foothold in Second Contact 2, and, at last, we could get the much-needed resources to the wharf. Right after news of our victory against a Xenon battleship that had invaded the void reached me, my door opened. The leader of the WATC stood before me and handed me a purchase request for ships. Dozens of new trading ships, 2 destroyers, 1 station builder, and at least a dozen new large mining ships. He paid for all of it in cash. Regarding my question of how he acquired this substantial amount of money, he only said the Federation paid well for war support. This would soon establish itself as a routine, as the man came into my office once a week to make sure our shipyards, that were already working at full capacity, had some more extra shifts ready for their sleep-deprived workforce. War is won with endurance. This went on and on for almost a full year, but one day this arrangement changed. He put an extensive catalogue on my desk with pictures and prices for all weapons and ships sold in the human, Paranid and Helid systems. I asked if he opened a dealership and laughed. This guy from the WATC sure was strange. He just slid a piece of paper across the table, a renaming request. Request to change the name of the station WATC Production Hub to WATC Shipyards. War is won with the economy. Today the WATC stands as one of the largest manufacturers of ships and is the sole reason we pushed the Holy Order, as well as the Xenon, out of our sectors and did not get overrun and forgotten. They already brought numerous new licenses for new stations and new production lines to fuel an ever-increasing number of shipyards. There are even rumours that they somehow acquired new tech from the Terrans. Their goal is unknown, but some say they are even more focused on profits than the Taladi. Others say they want to bring peace to the galaxy. Whatever it is, we are lucky that they were here to save us. War is won with the West Argon Trading Company. Aaron Winger, representative of the Antigon Federation.